You've worked hard all your life, climbed the corporate ladder, raised a family, and done everything society deems responsible. But now, in your 50s, you're looking at your retirement accounts and wondering if you'll need to work until age 70 to maintain your lifestyle. You're not alone. According to the Federal Reserve, the average retirement savings for Americans ages 55 to 64 is just $134,000, enough for a few years, let alone 20 to 30 years of retirement. Meanwhile, the average Social Security benefit is just $1,827 per month. That math doesn't make sense. But what if the traditional retirement model, working until age 65, then living off savings and Social Security, isn't your only option? I know plenty of people who are 55 and have 10 different streams of income, which together generate more money than they ever did in their entire corporate careers. But here's the thing. They didn't start building most of these streams until they were in their 40s. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build multiple streams of income after 50, leveraging what I call your experience edge. The knowledge, skills, and wisdom that only comes from decades of real-world experience. This isn't about getting rich quick or working 80 hours a week. It's about strategically creating streams of income that align with your skills, interests, and the lifestyle you want for your second act. By the end of this video, you'll understand why traditional retirement planning is failing Americans over 50. The 4 types of income streams that work best for experienced professionals. A practical, step-by-step framework for building your first supplemental income stream in 90 days. How to turn your existing knowledge into assets that generate income while you sleep. Stick with me until the end, because I'm going to share a key insight that applies especially to professionals over 50. One that gives you a huge advantage over younger entrepreneurs, but that most people your age never take advantage of. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on valuable videos on personal finance, wealth management, and retirement mindsets. Thanks, and let's get started. Number 1. The new retirement reality. Before we dive into specific income streams, we need to understand why the traditional retirement model is breaking down. The retirement system that worked for our parents was built on 3 stable pillars: pensions, Social Security, and personal savings. Today, only one of those pillars remains somewhat intact, and even Social Security faces an uncertain future. Corporate pensions have largely disappeared, replaced by 401ks that shift the investment risk entirely to you. Meanwhile, increased life expectancy means your savings might need to last 30+ years instead of 15 to 20. Add in rising healthcare costs, periodic market crashes, and persistent inflation, and you have a perfect storm that's forcing millions of Americans to rethink what retirement looks like. This isn't just theory. I experienced this firsthand when I hit 45. Despite a good corporate salary and diligent savings, I realized my retirement math simply wasn't going to work. That's when I began building additional income streams, not to get rich, but to create financial security and flexibility in my second act. The good news? You have something incredibly valuable that most younger people don't. Decades of experience, professional knowledge, and pattern recognition that can be monetized in today's digital economy. Let's look at how to leverage that experience advantage through 4 distinct categories of income streams. Number 2. The 4 categories of income streams. Rather than just listing income sources, I find it more useful to organize them by how they function in your overall financial strategy. Each category serves a different purpose and requires different amounts of your time and energy. Category 1. Legacy income streams. These are income sources that can potentially outlive you, creating not just retirement security, but generational wealth. They typically require a significant upfront investment of time or money, but deliver long-term passive returns. In my case, rental real estate has been a cornerstone legacy income stream. I started in 2000 with 1 property, expanded to 6 by 2012, and now maintain 2 properties that provide consistent monthly income. What makes real estate powerful for those over 50 is that your tenants pay down your mortgage while the property appreciates, creating a self-funding retirement asset. Other legacy income streams include dividend-paying stocks and bonds. I reinvest all my dividends now, but as I approach traditional retirement age, these will become an important source of income. The key to dividend investing after 50 is focusing on companies with long histories of stable or increasing dividends rather than growth stocks. Category 2. Passive knowledge income. This category leverages your professional expertise and life experience to create assets that generate income with minimal ongoing effort. Unlike legacy assets that require capital, these primarily require your knowledge and time up front. For example, I've written books about personal finance and real estate investing that continue to generate royalties years later. While not a fortune, they provide consistent monthly income without requiring additional work. Digital products on my website operate the same way. Courses, templates, and guides that people can purchase and download automatically. The beauty of knowledge assets is that you create them once and can sell them indefinitely. For professionals over 50, this category is particularly powerful because your decades of experience give your knowledge products a depth and nuance that younger creators simply can't match. You've seen what works and what doesn't across different economic cycles and business situations. Category 3. Semi-active income streams. These require some ongoing time commitment but offer flexibility and higher returns than purely passive sources. They're ideal for the transition period between full-time work and full retirement. My YouTube channel falls into this category. I started it at 50 years old without any video experience, took 18 months to monetize it, and now it's one of my largest income sources. While I need to create content regularly, I control when and how much I work. Similarly, I offer financial coaching and mentoring services, both through Patreon and direct one-on-one sessions. These leverage my financial knowledge and life experience but require my active participation. Affiliate marketing also fits here. I selectively promote products I genuinely use and believe in, earning commissions when my audience purchases through my links. This requires maintaining an audience, but not creating products myself. Category 4. Active income. Contrary to popular retirement advice, maintaining some form of active income can be beneficial both financially and psychologically. The key is ensuring it's work you enjoy on terms you control. I still maintain my primary job after 17 years because I enjoy it. Many professionals find that consulting in their former industry, working part-time, or creating a small service business provides not just income, but purpose and social connection. The critical difference is that when you have multiple income streams, this active work becomes a choice rather than a necessity. You can negotiate better terms, take extended breaks, or walk away entirely if conditions change. Number 3. Starting your first additional income stream. Now that you understand the categories, let's talk about how to actually get started. The biggest mistake I see people over 50 make is paralysis by analysis, spending months researching options without taking action. Instead, I recommend a 3-step process I call the 90-day launch that helps you quickly establish your first additional income stream. Step 1. Inventory your experience advantage, weeks 1 to 2. Begin by identifying what I call your experience advantage. The knowledge, skills, and insights you've accumulated that others would find valuable. Ask yourself, what problems have you repeatedly solved throughout your career? What processes or systems have you mastered that others struggle with? What mistakes have you seen people in your industry make over and over? What knowledge seems obvious to you after years of experience, but would be valuable to others? Jerry, a former pharmaceutical executive I mentored, initially said he had nothing special to offer. Through this exercise, he realized he had exceptional expertise in navigating FDA approval processes, something tremendously valuable to smaller biotech firms without his experience. Create a comprehensive list without judging whether each item could become an income stream. We'll evaluate that in the next step. Step 2. Match to the right income model, weeks 3 to 4. With your experience inventory complete, it's time to identify which items could most easily translate into additional income. For each knowledge area or skill, ask, could this be packaged into an educational product, book, course, guide? Could I provide consulting or coaching on this topic? Is there a service I could offer based on this expertise? Are there products related to this expertise I could recommend as an affiliate? The key is finding the intersection of your expertise, market demand, and your preferred working style. Some people love teaching and creating courses. Others prefer one-on-one consulting. Choose a model that energizes rather than drains you. For Jerry, we determined that creating a comprehensive guide to FDA approvals with templates and checklists would serve as an ideal first product, something he could create once and sell repeatedly without constant time demands. Step 3. Create and launch your minimum viable offering, weeks 5 to 12. With your income model selected, the final step is creating and launching what I call the minimum viable offering. The simplest version of your product or service that delivers real value. For a book or course, this might mean focusing on solving one specific problem rather than creating a comprehensive resource. For a service, it might mean working with 2 to 3 clients before building a full business infrastructure. The goal is to get something into the market quickly, so you can generate initial income to reinvest, validate market demand for your expertise, gather feedback to improve future versions, build confidence in your ability to create income outside traditional employment. Nancy, a retired HR executive, wanted to create a comprehensive program on executive hiring practices. Instead of spending months building it, she created a simple 90-minute masterclass on avoiding the top 5 executive hiring mistakes. This quick win generated both income and testimonials she later used to market her full program. Remember, perfection is the enemy of progress, especially when starting something new after 50. Your first offering won't be perfect, and that's okay. What matters is taking that first step. Number 4. Scaling beyond your first income stream. Once you've established your first additional income stream, you'll have both the confidence and resources to expand further. This is where the real power of multiple income streams becomes apparent. The most effective approach is what I call strategic income stacking, systematically adding complementary income streams that leverage the same core expertise in different ways. For example, after creating my first book on real estate investing, I started a YouTube channel talking about the same topics, building an audience, created more in-depth digital courses, higher price point products, began affiliate marketing for tools I recommended in my content, monetizing recommendations, offered coaching to people who wanted personalized guidance, premium service for the most engaged audience. Each new income stream became easier to establish because it leveraged the audience, credibility, and systems I'd already built. The key is focusing on depth before breadth, becoming known for one area of expertise through multiple channels, rather than trying to develop completely different skill sets. This approach is particularly effective for professionals over 50 because it maximizes the value of your existing expertise rather than forcing you to learn entirely new skills. As we reach the end of our journey today, I want to circle back to where we began. The traditional retirement model is broken for most Americans over 50. But that doesn't mean your financial future is bleak. It simply means we need a new approach for a new economic reality. Your decades of professional experience aren't just memories of a career gone by, they're valuable assets in today's knowledge economy. The wisdom, judgment, and pattern recognition you've developed can be transformed into income streams that provide both financial security and continued purpose. The digital economy doesn't care about your age. It cares about the value you create and the depth of value you can deliver after decades of real-world experience is something younger entrepreneurs simply cannot match. I believe we're living in the first era in human history where professional expertise can be leveraged globally without geographic constraints, without institutional gatekeepers, and without the physical limitations that previously forced retirement. If you found value in this message today, please take a moment to hit the like button to help more people discover these ideas. Share this video with friends or colleagues who might be wrestling with retirement concerns or looking for ways to leverage their professional experience. And if you're committed to building meaningful additional income in this season of life, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to receive our weekly strategies. In the comments below, I'd love to hear which income category resonates most strongly with your experience and goals. Your perspective might help others facing similar decisions, and I use these comments to shape future content for this community. Remember, the most valuable asset you possess isn't in your investment portfolio. It's the accumulated wisdom of decades spent mastering your profession. Now is the time to leverage that asset to create the financial freedom you deserve in the years ahead.